you're sat there listening to this now, or stood there and you're thinking, this is all cool, James, but I'm totally maxed out with everything that we've got. Things don't seem to have abated at all. When the hell do you think I'm going to get to do this, right? And this is what I observed when I first met Matt and Paul. So Paul was having the client relationships. He was having the initial meetings with clients and doing proposals. And then he was then passing that information back to his team to deliver the work. The team were then relaying information back to Paul about when fee reviews needed to happen. But guess what? Paul became the bottleneck in the whole process. And he restricted things from happening and from moving forward. So what we did was we flipped it and we said, hey, let's get the team having the conversation with the clients. Let's give them the technology and the tools and the confidence and the training to be able to do initial proposal meetings with the client and to be able to do regular fee reviews as well. Let's get Paul in support of them, mentoring them, and let's give them Go Proposal as the system that we can be inputting so they've got the confidence and the backup that we're using a consistent framework to be able to have these conversations, to completely remove any emotion out of it. Accountants by their nature are logical people. Go Proposal is not a sales tool. Go Proposal is a closing tool. Sales requires emotion. Closing requires logic. Go Proposal was designed with an accountant's mindset in mind so that we could empower our entire team to do it. We've now got 24 members of staff in MAP. 3 of those are offshore. The rest are in the UK. So that's 21. And I would say 12 of those carry out fee reviews and that they're carrying out client initial meetings as well with our clients. But, I know what you're thinking, let's do a quick mind reading session. 1 second. I'm just going to mind read everybody here. Got it. But, is what you're thinking. They won't want to do it. My staff won't want to do that. They're maxed out with what they're doing already. They're not going to be happy about adding this on as an extra task. Why would they want to do that? They don't even know how to do it, right? They've never even seen how to do this. They've never been shown how to do it. And what if they get it wrong, okay? What if they go and do this and massively mess up on a client? What if they just completely undercharge a client? I'm the best person to do it, but I'm totally maxed out, right? So if you're the if you're the manager of the firm or you're a partner, you know that you're probably the best placed person to do all this stuff, right? And you know that if you were to do this, if you were to establish your pricing, price a client, have that conversation, do a gloss review, whatever it is, right? You're going to max it out at 90%. You are going to nail this. You're going to be high-fiving people, right? But the reality is you're doing it at 0% because you don't have time to do it. So you're frustrated because you want to do it at 90%. You don't want to let your staff do it because they'd only be able to do it 60% or 70% right. So therefore you retaining it, but you're doing it at 0% because you don't have time to do it. You're better off getting your team to do it at 70% right, and then for you to coach them and train them and get them to 71% right, 75% right, because now we've got a team doing this. And when you can get them to do this, you can get them to do other things as well. And time again, they won't want to do it. Really? Have you asked them? Have you asked them if they want to do it? They don't know how to do it. We do training. We do 3 live training sessions every single week. You can get your team on board with us. We'll train them. We'll take care of the training for you. We'll show them how to do it. What if they get it wrong? What do you really mean by that? What if they get it wrong? That they reprice every client and it goes wrong? That's not going to happen. But it's the first bit. They won't want to do it. Have you asked them? Do they know why it would be in their interest to do it? Because I'm sure they're frustrated when they're running payroll for a client and they're doing 10 payrolls for a client, and they know the client's only paying for 5 of them because now that client doesn't value the work that they do. And they just keep piling the work on. That makes that member of staff feel very unvalued. And what we've got to do is we've got to train them in why they're doing this, because then they'll build the motivation to do this.